How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and I'm so excited to do this video today because it's going to give you an update on the two penny stocks that we're currently in. So those are ZOM and Triterras. I decided to combine these two videos together because I'm like, you know what, let's just make it all one video. I will be putting a timestamp as well, so maybe you might want to just watch one more than the other. That is completely fine. So the first one that's going to be coming up is going to be Zomedica. We already knew that he did an offering yesterday, and there's been some changes, and we're getting a good idea to see where the price is at. And if you are thinking about actually building out a position, hey, that is going to be for you. I also want to throw out the disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor, and this is a financial advice. So when you do invest, just know you're doing it at your own risk. Also, we're going to be going through Triterras. I know many of you have been sending me messages saying, hey, Dre, did you sell out, man? Did you see what happened? No, I'm still holding my position, but I also did an analysis on the chart like I did for ZOM, and taking a look at how the day was, explaining where we had some short attacks. We already know there's a lot of short interest, but I'm still expecting a big move, and by watching that video, you will understand and you get the opportunity to see why. Hope you guys enjoy these videos, and I'll be talking to you right after you watch two of them, or if you watch one of them, whichever one is of the most interest to you. All right. As many of you know, they did an offering yesterday. So what a lot of questions I've been getting is, what is a good price since the offering has actually happened, right? So I know the closing date is on the 11th of February. So hey, I'm going to give you guys a good snapshot of the price action that's been going on, and what I think we could actually look forward to in regards to where this stock might end up at. All right. So we knew when the offering was literally announced, it got to a low of $1.98, right? We saw this today in pre-market. As you can see, if you've been watching long enough, you know this gray area is the pre-market area, right? So if we go here, the low, it hit 198. This was around 6:35 a.m. It's very hard to actually catch these kind of orders, to be honest. And it also depends if your brokerage is actually open. Like, I know the two brokerages that I'm with, Quest Trade opens up at 7 a.m. and Interactive Brokers opens up at 4 a.m. So now, if you're able to get anywhere in the low twos, that's a good price point to get into during this part of pre-market. So anyone who added, hey, kudos to you. All right. One of the things that I want you guys also to consider, when you see something like this happen and all the hype that's actually behind Zomedica, and you see this price, they did an offering, the potential's there, the Truforma is coming. When you're getting these type of prices, you want to get in, because keep in mind, the offering was at $1.90. So if you were able to get it in $1.98 or $2, those are good areas. So as we started gaining some momentum in pre-market, even though we don't have the same amount of volume as we would have in regular trading hours, we see how the stock price got up to 222, right? Now, after we had a little bit of some sell-offs going on here, right? Because a lot of times, a lot of brokers tend to open up around this time, 7:30. And then the good thing about it is we still stayed above the moving average, and then we moved up again. And then we got into the 230 range. So the reason why I want to kind of highlight this 230 range is that notice the drop here, right? And then after it gets back up into the 230 range, and what do we see? If you've been watching these videos long enough, consolidation will give us a good idea where, you know what, we can actually see where the price action is going. So let's look at this even for the entire day. So as we move over into regular hours, look at that consolidation around that 230. So 230, 235. Literally staying within that tight range. The good thing is the stock is actually keeping up on that moving average line, and that's really good. It wasn't trending down below. So this right here just shows me, and I want you guys to see, is that there's still some bullish movement behind Zomedica, right? I know it was gonna get up into to that $3 range. Let me just bring the chart back, right? It hit the $2.91. So one of the things where we got to see now, okay, offering's been announced. This is a good range. This is a safe range. So if you end up buying in the $2.30 range, that's fair. I feel like that is fair value. You also notice by the indicators below, down here as well, right? So we're at, the RSI is around 50. So 50 means that's fair value, right? Like I said, when we're looking at this at the bottom, 30 means that the price the stock has been oversold. A lot of people are selling, and the selling pressure is high, right? And if it's above or close to 70, that means there's a lot of people buying. There's a lot of stuff going on and so forth. So that's all you need to know. So if you see it in the middle, think that's the average price. So I would say if there's any opportunity that you get to grab ZOM, let's say in the 20s, like as you can see, we had a sell off here because, people found out about the offering, right? And it got down here to 215, and you believe in this company, this is where you want to add. So if you see 215s, 220s, as you can see, there's not a ton of support there. Like we have a little bit in the pre-market, going a little back here into the after hours, but we're not going to use that because, again, we got to go with the regular trading hours. If you buy in pre-market, great. But if you could see during these hours, that 230 range is clutch right there. If you got 220, the two teens, snatch it up. But again, this is not financial advice. This is just my opinion. That's actually what we did today as well. Got into that 230 range. We're thinking to maybe add some more. If it goes down to 215, somewhere in the teens, won't really add more in the 20s, but that's fair. So as you can see, this next gray area, this is after hours, of course. And as you can see, maintaining that 230 area, right? Got up to 240. That's another thing. I didn't get to go over through that with you guys. There's something called resistance, right? So usually when a stock hits a certain resistance line, right? Or what it means, it gets slapped right back down. So if you notice this, even in regular hours, right? You see high 230s, right? High 230s. So we know that 240 is a resistance area. Got up to 240 briefly, came back down. So that's what we call resistance. All this consolidation here, when they're all lined up, that's what we call support. All right. So anywhere 230s, 220s, 210s, two teens. Hey, if you get lucky, you get even lower than that, even better. But that's kind of looks like that's what the price is going forward. For tomorrow, depending on how the conditions in the market are, I'm expecting to see it actually keep this range or maybe pop up a little bit. If things are not looking too good in the market and the market is just kind of iffy, then we could see a little bit of a move down, but nothing drastic. Because as you can see, it recovered very quickly when it got down to the teen area, and it hasn't reached the bottom moving average line either. So we're doing good. All right. Looking forward to see some more price action from ZOM. For TRIT, T-R-I-T, Triterras. I know many of you have been asking, like, hey, man, did you see what happened today? So we're actually going to be going through that today. Let me just bring out the chart, start utilizing some of that space, right? All right, so let's start off on Monday, right? Let's look at where we are on Monday, because I feel like we need to look at how the week started, and it will give us a good picture that, you know what, we're in a really, really good area. This is also live, so you might see the ticker moving up and down on the end there. So like, yeah, because you guys know market closes at 8 o'clock, and right now it's 7:53 p.m. All right, so Monday, when we look at it, this is actually going back as far as last week. Okay, even better. So last week, as you can see in the after hours there, we were at $7.33, right? And then we just been on an uptrend, and now coming into Monday, 9:30 a.m. at open, we saw it. We saw the big move we were looking for. Started trending upwards. We covered this in the video. Bam, bam, bam. Stayed above that moving average. Then we got into after hours, right? Kept it very, very consistent. And now morning session, we're coming down to today, right? So now today, we were consolidating. I love this. I actually really, really love this. This really set up a nice, it was a good setup, because as you can see, as it was consolidating here in the morning, in the pre-market sessions, soon as when market open came, big pop. We had a really, really nice pop. Got to $8.53, right? If you want to be technical, which would have been hard to actually catch anything at this level, $8.55. So I love this, because literally look at this here. Look at that consolidation right there at $8.40. Like, I love that. Like, that's amazing. Like, the reason why I actually spread it out this chart, because look where we were last week. 733 hit a high of 855 today. I love that. I really, really like it. If many of you may not know, or maybe you're aware of this, but there's a ton of short interest in this stock. All right. There's a lot of shorts in it. A lot of short reports have come out. A lot of things going on with this company, but there's several catalysts that are coming. I know earnings are going to be coming out soon, which are going to be good, right? This is a company that is great. They're thriving, a lot of potential. They're in the trade finance space and blockchain. And if you guys didn't notice already, crypto has been doing very, very well. Like, again, like I'm very, very bullish. I'm still bullish on TRIT. To answer any question in regards, have I sold any shares? No, I have not. I have not sold any shares whatsoever. I'm still holding on to my shares. Hey, like I know we had that week, I think it was like, yeah, we had that time where, you know what, it got to $8.39 last week. I know a lot of you sold. But hey, if you would have held out a little bit, you could have sold out here at $8.55. I'm just pulling your leg. But yeah, so like I'm still looking for that move. So like I said, a lot of short interest, a lot of people, there's a lot of short volume going on in this stock. So that's why we have this downward trend. Once we were in that consolidation range of 840, literally got rejected, hit back down. We got back down into the 811 area, right? We saw 808 right here. If anyone was still interested in getting in this play, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Just know when you invest, you do it at your own risk. This is where these are the areas where you want to add, right? These are the areas that look really good if you want to add to your position and be a part of the run-up that is coming. Because look at this. If we go down to the RSI, it's around 36. 36. You guys know if it's at 30 or below, that means it's oversold, right? So that means we can get good value. And if it's at 70 or higher, that means it's overbought. And in the middle, around 50, it's fair value, right? So now, we had that dip, but what happened? Recovered back, right? This is part of the reasons why you want to add on those dips. And after it came back down, consolidated for a little bit, around 120. And then after, just more selling, right? More selling. Came back down. What do we have on that RSI? Look, we got 29, 28. This is an area. This is the area where a lot of people started buying. That's why you see a quick recovery there. Again, if you're not in this play, $7.91 is a very, very good area. All right, very, very good area. So we had a little bit of consolidation here, and that low, and that around that 790 range, right? And then we had a pop. We had a pop literally right after 3 o'clock. So when you see this type of movement, you got to realize and see the chart as, look where the moving average line is. It's literally staying consistent within that line. And that's why I'm still bullish. And of course, like around this time, 315, 320, a lot of traders are exiting their positions. And we had a little bit of a downturn, but no big deal. Because now look, as you guys know, the gray area, that's a part of after hours or pre-market. We're in after hours. And now boom, we're literally holding on to 8. It's like 7:58 p.m. right now. We're probably going to end up finishing the day at $8. And you know what? That's good. Yes, we are down 2.67%. But you know what? I'm not even worried. I'm not worried at all, because if we look at where we came from on Friday up until the high of $8.55 today, and now we closed at $8, we are still in a good trend, still bullish. I'm really looking forward to seeing $9 this week. Hopefully see $10 next week. This is the stock, like I said, I'm going to be holding a few shares long term. I do see this stock getting back to $15. Yes, it was at $15 if you didn't know that already. Let me just kind of extend it out and show you guys where it was before. Where it was trading at before. Let me go back. Let me see how far. Let's go back a little bit. Let's just do quick. All right. Perfecto. I like doing the 5 minutes. You guys notice. You guys see that. Yeah, so there we go. So we had 1368. So with everything going on in the industry in regards to blockchain and stuff like that, I definitely see before the end of the year, we'll definitely pass that $13 range. I'm really looking forward to that $15 range. That's why I keep reiterating seeing $15 before the year is over. So that's why I'm going to be selling my position in fractional position. So what that means is I'm only going to be scraping a little bit here, a little bit there, taking some profits. and then I'm gonna let the rest ride long term. That's my strategy going forward. Hope you guys found that helpful. Again, TRIT Army, stand up. I know some of you have messaged me already saying that you're in TRIT. Yeah, great to hear that, man. We're not the only ones in there. More people are catching on and stuff like that. But again, I'm looking for the run up. All right, let's get $9 this week, guys. Peace out. So we just finished going over those two stocks. Like I said, I will be adding some timestamps down below for the ones that want to see a particular one over the other. But again, these are some of the penny plays that I've shared with you guys here on YouTube. I'm actually in a lot more, but let me know if you guys want me to share that with you. I'm in a lot of plays right now, and they're actually moving up, and I got some good positions in them, and I don't mind sharing them. Hey, you know what? I should just share them with you guys, because we need to grow together, make money together, and so forth. That's the reason why I did this channel for you guys and started doing these videos, all right? Hope you enjoy your evening, and I'm excited for tomorrow to see what the market holds. And yeah, we'll be talking tomorrow. Peace out.